All right, and we are live and alive. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, one. Welcome, all, back to another fabulous episode of Random Rambles. To get one of the multiple elephants out of the room, yes, we had to go through a little bit of a name change or a little bit of a rebranding, if you will. Surprise, surprise, when you, even with any kind of variation, type in Fox blah 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 into YouTube, kind of pulls up some unsavory characters slash interviews with Megan Fox and fucking like MGK. So we did a slight little rebranding. Here we are, Random Rambles, the most random, rambliest podcast in the Southwest. I'll take that. I'm gonna claim that ain't no motherfucker in the southwestern United States more random and more ramblesome than I. And not to, start any kind of beef, but fuck Random Rambles podcast. Fuck those bitch ass. Okay, they got one like 1.5K. We can beat them. Fuck Random Rambles podcast. This is Random Rambles, the OG, the home, motherfucking Chrome Dome. Anyway, with that aside, I just wanted to first and foremost thank each and every person that has reached out to me, has responded to the video, all that. Your guys' support and kind words and encouragement, everything, just it means more than I can put into words, to express just how thankful I am to have. Oh jeez, as I drop my phone, I can't express how thankful I am to have people in my life that not only do they support or encourage the things that I'm doing, but they really support it. It's not just, oh yeah, no, it's cool that no. It's fucking, yo, I saw the fucking thing, yo, fucking hit me up with yo, when's the next one? That, honestly, that's the kind of fire, that's a fuel that I need for the kind of fire that I'm starting. Right, I'm a million and one excuses kind of motherfucker. So to have a third party, an outside person, be like, yo, I fuck with what you're doing. I resonate with what you're saying. I like it. I love it. Whatever. That means so much to me, you guys. And I just want to thank everybody who's reached out and supported me. I want to thank you, Grandma, reaching out, hitting me up in the comments. Yes, I'm okay. I'm more than okay. I'm actually doing really good, and we'll get into it later. I want to shout out the group chat, Big Daddy Larv, Crystal, X, everybody. I want to shout out Seth, Matt, Cold One on fucking IG, everybody. All your guys' support, not to mention my mom, sister, everyone, you guys. You guys' support means more than the world to me. It means it means the universe to me that I can sit in my room, bitch about whatever, and have people actively support and be like, yo, that's actually, I kind of fuck with that. It's kind of sick. Like, honestly, if it weren't for you guys, I would just, if it weren't for you, there wouldn't be me. And so I just want to say thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are literally what keeps me doing this. And as this gets bigger and, the snowball, it gathers more snow going down the hill. You guys are gonna be, honestly, you guys are gonna be my my responsibility. It's gonna be. I've seen other creators and other people. The people that hit them up in like the DMs or on the comments, like, yo, when's the next video? When's it? Like, you guys are gonna keep me accountable. Like, you guys are gonna keep me responsible, because I don't plan on, and I'm not going to have large gaps between content like we've had with this, but it's just, life and all that. But that's the thing I'm looking forward to with this, is having motherfuckers be on my ass and having motherfuckers be like, yo, when you doing this, dog? You said you're going to do this, that, and the third. When's that happening? Like, I've been waiting on my timeline. It's been 2 days. Like, I need motherfuckers outside of myself to make myself accountable, so I stay on my shit and I do my shit, Because I can get caught up and I can give myself excuses of why not this, why not that, but I feel like having the pressure of external forces in that way is, especially for somebody like me, very good. That, like I said, keeps people like me accountable, keeps us on our shit, keeps us doing what, you know, we need to do. But giving everyone their flowers aside, I'm just going to give a general little life update. I know it's been a little over 2 months since we've last uploaded, and obviously that's entirely on me, but I'm happy and healthy to report that we're at a lot better place than we were last time we uploaded. You know, the where I was 2 months ago and the person that I was 2 months ago, I was very much so frustrated and trapped, and felt like I didn't have any avenues for not only expression but just for being able to live, not even comfortably, but just I felt like even being able to breathe in certain circumstances was laborious and just very not healthy. And I recognize that it was part myself and part my environment. Obviously, if you're sleeping for 12 plus hours a day and you don't really have any kind of schedule, you're waking up at 6 o'clock at night and then going to bed at 5 in the morning, obviously that's going to have an impact on your mental and all that kind of stuff. But I got a new job about a month or so ago. Yeah, a little over a month probably. And I just work at a grocery store. I just stock like produce and stuff like that. And I don't know what it is about it. Like, it's not even the job necessarily. Honestly, I think it's just the structure and the payment of this job has done so much for me as far as positive things that I'm just at a way healthier, way better point in life than I was at even 2 months ago. Now I'm at a point where I'm working at a local grocery store. I'm working like 40 hours a week. I got a regular, well, not regular, but I have a consistent schedule of, of working or whatever. And then my days consist of going through that schedule. Boom, it's a new week. Boom, it's a new week. Boom, it's a new week. And we keep going. Obviously, the biggest side effect of that is having money and being able to afford not only just living, but also just being able to not even thrive, but just, I mean, for Christ's sake, I forgot about the ease of being able to just go buy food. Like, oh shit, I just worked 2:30 to 10. Oh, Taco Bell's open. I can go drop 10-15 bucks at Taco Bell and get food, right? Like, I was in such a level of, and I've been here before. It's not anything new, but I was in such a level of not even despair, but of just, I was just in such a pit of just agony and just, I can't even find the right words for it, but basically my whole adult and late teen life, like, fuck capitalism, but my adult and late teen life has been centered around capitalism, and a lot of my mental health has been based around capitalism, which I fucking hate and absolutely despise. But at the same time, living in such a fucked system, it only makes sense that obviously these things would be so impactful. But what I'm trying to get at is that I'm used to, like I said in the last episode, not only am I used to being my biggest opponent, but I'm also used to restricting myself and limiting myself to the point where I forget that things I just forget that things exist, right? So, for example, a couple weeks ago, my closing night shift manager talking about at the end of the night going to play pool and how he kicked my ass in pool, and me having that realization of like, oh, yo, no shit, I got $20. I can go play some pool. Like, I'm fucking down. Like, I just been in such a mentality of not having and constantly just fucking starving and just going from I mean, I still live day to day, but thankfully it's not so strapped to where I'm realizing and I'm unlocking, so to speak, all of these great and fun opportunities that I otherwise restricted from myself, right? Like I said, going to play pool, going to a movie, just being able to even buy food, all of this shit has positively impacted my mental, and I'm glad to say that, especially now since working and having this kind of routine and obviously being paid and everything, I'm doing a lot better. But I also feel like just in my personal life, I don't know. I'm not a very. I'm trying to find the words. Because there's a fine line between cockiness and confidence. And I feel like I've always straddled the line between confidence and self doubt. But this past, like, not even, fuck it, 6 months ago, I was in a dog shit place. The past 3 months, a lot of shit has been changing drastically, but also subtly in my life, where I feel like I can't help but feel like there's nothing but success and going up from where I'm at. Like I said like 10 minutes ago, right? Like the beauty of hitting rock bottom is that once you're at that lowest state, the only thing you can do is go up from there. And I've been at such lowest state for so long that even I mean, hell, even waking up at a normal, quote unquote, normal time, right, before 6 p.m., that is like, holy shit, we're doing great. So the fact that I'm having this job, I'm making decent money, I'm meeting people, I'm talking to people, hell, I'm reconnecting with people from the past that I haven't talked to. And I feel the wind in my sails, and I feel like I feel a lot of greatness coming, and I'm excited, and I'm also trying to, like, sitting down here and podcasting, I'm trying to manifest the most ideal version of myself, and it's through doing things like this and talking to you guys that I more and more, day by day, realize more of what I feel like is not necessarily my purpose, but rather I just feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes sense, right? Like I don't believe in destiny, I don't believe in fate, but at the same time, I've had dreams, I've had psychedelic experiences, I've had deja vu, all of which have corresponded to events in my life, whether it be deja vu or glimpsing into the future, or whether I'm tripping or having a dream, whatever, what have you. I've had experiences that have happened in real life that have correlated with, let's say, the subconscious. And obviously, I can't speak for my subconscious, but the way I'm interpreting what I'm perceiving is that the dope ass motherfucker you wanna be just had this lady say X, Y, and Z to you in deja vu, therefore you know you're on the right track. I hope that kind of makes sense to people. It might be a little scuffed, but I feel like every day that I've been living recently is one day and one action and one step closer to the idealized version of myself, who I've ultimately seen myself being, like, years down the line. Like, oh shit, like I've had experiences where I've seen the person that I want to be, or rather the person that I can be, and that was a dope ass dude that I met. And so right now I'm actively taking the steps and I'm doing the measures that, like I said, as far as I know and believe, are leading me down the path of being, like I said, the idealized version of me. Like, I'm just trying to, like, I see other people, I'm like, yo, you're dope as fuck. Like, you look hard as fuck. And I feel like I've seen myself in third person through whatever kind of dimensional shift. And now I feel like I'm given the tools and I'm having the access to being able to unlock that dope ass dude that I feel like I've already met, if that makes sense. But I'm going to move on from that. Again, everyone, thank you guys so much for your support. It means so much to me. I'm just a random motherfucker just talking shit into a microphone. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be doing. I just know that talking to you guys and putting my words out there and I just know that this feels right and this is what I should be doing and this is what I'm going to keep doing. And I got you guys with me. It's my collective, my cabal, if you will. And I can't wait to see where we go in the future. I'm excited to see because I got so many plans for this. We got the podcast going. I'm gonna get into music production and we start making some music soon. We have a cannabis channel making cannabis content. My goal, my idea for this is like, shout out Eric Kahn at Anova. He has his beautiful brand. Anova is about basically connecting with not necessarily local, but let's say maybe a niche or up and coming glass artists. Networking, I should probably turn that off. Networking with more up and coming glass artists, networking with them, selling and promoting their products to the masses so that artist, that creator gets more of a shine. I love that concept, and I wanna build that kind of network, that kind of idea where it's like, especially if you know me in my personal life, you're an artistic, creative motherfucker. I really fuck with your shit. I got half the shit on my wall is shit that my sister's done. Shout out Paige. I got her fucking dope ass work around here. My boy Seth, he's making beautiful Sonic. Like, oh my god. If you're an artist, I really fuck with you. And like, I just want us all, like I said, I want us all to eat. So I'm trying to make a network to meet each other and promote each other and just do dope ass shit with each other. I'm trying to find like 2/3 of the world I couldn't give a fuck about. That 1/3, my 33 1/3%. I'm trying to collect all of us. I'm trying to get my 33 1/3. Fuck the 66. I want us all just thriving, not even surviving, thriving, making generational wealth, making an impact on this world that supersedes us, that will live beyond us. I'm just trying to, because at the heart of it all, I'm a people person. I love talking to people. I love meeting people. And I just want to make like I said, a dope-ass collective of just unique, beautiful, wonderful people. Fuck everybody else. I could not give less of a fuck to anyone who's not sitting at my table. That's how I look at it. But, channel update aside, life update aside, we're going to hop into it, alright? We're going a little hot and hurty, alright? First topic here. I've been thinking about this a lot. So you have, first of all, we're going to start here, alright? We're going to start here. Let it be known. Have the records be shown. Internet gods, future technological overlords. Have it be known, printed on this day, the 17th of October, 2022, in the year of our Lord. AI, artificial intelligence, scrap it. Technological intelligence. That's what we need to call. I'm telling you guys right now, you're going to be looking at me like, yo, what the fuck you smoking? What the fuck you drinking? Hold on. Okay? We're at a point in time in history, right? I believe, I can't remember the stupid fucking nerd's name, but basically there's some nerd out there who, it got named after them. Basically, I think it has to do with like CPUs and hardware exponentially throughout time. It just gets more advanced and more whatever the fuck. Point being, there's going to be a time, it's already happening right now, where we are having what we call right now quote-unquote artificial intelligence being able to create things that the human eye, if you will, like if you saw this image of a painting and it said it's by fucking Bussy, you'd be like, oh, Bussy did a great painting, and then find out, oh, Bussy was just an AI, right? We're at this point where not only physically but also creatively, uh, technology is able to replicate what humans are able to do, but in a robotic version, and they're able to excel because they have way more than us. So I'm putting it right here on the record. Our robot, that might be the R word, bro. In 20 years, saying robot might be like saying regarded. Like, that might be the hard R word. Let's say our technological overlords, I'm putting it out right now. AI should not be called AI, it should be called TI. We call it artificial because it's not biological, right? It's not a human, therefore it's artificial. But at a certain point, technology is going to, and we might already be on the cusp of / past that point where technology is equal to or better than our current understanding or our current capabilities of understanding how things work. I'm just saying, artificial intelligence sounds like, it's kind of a slur, it's kind of a dirty word. Like, what are you trying to imply by are you trying to say that this technological intelligence isn't real, right? Are you arguing that consciousness created through technology is therefore artificial because it's not biological? Who says that consciousness can only be biological? That's why I'm sitting here today espousing to you guys, it's not artificial intelligence, it's technological intelligence, right? Because that's what it is. That's what it is. It's not fake intelligence, right? It's not faux intelligence. We are feeding these algorithms. We're giving them millions and billions of scripts and images and videos for them to feed, and these algorithms, and they grow and they learn upon that, right? How is an algorithm recognizing through thousands of pictures, millions of pictures of what a quote-unquote dog is any different than a humanoid, fucking 3-year-old, mushy-brained, dumbass kid who just, donkey? How is that any different? I'd argue it's not different at all. The only difference is biology versus technology. So that's why I come forward to the council. I say it's not artificial intelligence, but rather technological intelligence, right? There's nothing fake about what they're learning. The way they're learning isn't fake. They're quite literally learning the same way humans learn, but just at a scale and a pace that far surpasses what any human can do. So I feel like, seriously, in the next 20 to 30 years, walking around being like, AI this, AI that, will be, I mean, not to be a literal PC cuck, but like, it's high-key kind of offensive to the technologically advanced people in society. Think about that, motherfucker. Think about that, right? We could live in a society where we have plebeian, fucking disgusting biological organisms, right? And then you could have the more tolerable but still kind of plebeian, the halflings, if you will, you're born human but you got a half robotic arm, ugh, okay. Oh, you're born human but you got robotic legs, ugh, alright, whatever. And then all the way on the other side of the spectrum of just complete android, I am here to serve, this is my life. I feel like there's going to be this whole spectrum that people are going to fall upon, And it's not even me talking about or thinking about this. In the beautiful show Altered Carbon on Netflix, I think the first season was like 2020 or something. Point being, in one of the episodes, in passing on Altered Carbon, the main character is going outside of like a Capitol building or something like that, and there's people protesting outside about basically robot rights and the rights for having technology to be regarded and treated as the same as equal as human beings. And that kind of really that planted the seed for me thinking about and talking about now, where it's like, damn, dude, all right, we get to a point where it gets murky. And honestly, it gets murky, right? Because you have the deep fake sides of things where people can doctor any kind of video, make it look like something happened. You can deep fake audio, make it sound like some motherfucker said something. But then at the same time, you also have the ability, like, you can put on a VR headset. You can with your headphones. You can auditorily and ocularly be in a moment, and then you can add devices to your pleasure centers that then correspond to what you're visually and audioly having inputted, right? I I'm just saying it now. I'm not one of those robot cuck people that are like, oh, robot in 2040, AI is gonna eclipse humanity, so we must be their slave. It's you either you either be one of their cattle or you be a slave. No, fuck that shit. Quit being a little fucking. Quit being a fucking scrotum, okay? Quit being a dangly, wrinkly, sensitive ass little fucking thing dangling in between somebody's pants, bro. Grow up. Grow up. Robots, I hate to use the R word, technologically intelligent beings, TIBs, are gonna run this shit. I hate to say it. Checkmate, atheists. Tibbs are running this shit. You want a burger? You go to In-N-Out? Boom. Tibbs making your shit. Right? Listen to some new music. Find a new cool artist. Boom. Tib. Already doing it. Fuck you. I feel like this fear of, right, of something in my eyes that's eventual, that's going to happen anyway, I feel like it's stupid. I feel like the best we could do is to not necessarily, it's not like, if you beat them, they beat you, join them kind of thing, but it's kind of like that, where it's like, okay, in sci-fi, I mean, the beginning of, like, Terminator and all that, it's like, okay, we create this AI, again, I hate to be offensive, we create this AI, this algorithm, this kind of technology, we code it to figure out the best thing for humanity, this, that, and the third. Oh, whoa, it goes south. Turns out they need to kill all the humans. I could see that becoming a course of action, right? I feel like that could be the nuclear option, so to speak, with technological intelligence. But I genuinely, wholeheartedly believe that we will either live with or symbiotically live integrated with mechanical beings, right? I feel like it'll either be we ourselves do augmented things to ourselves to enhance ourselves, right? Whether it be getting an implant in our eyes to get crazy kinds of vision, or whether it be getting some kind of like arm or hand or even leg like replacement for some kind of enhancement. I could see that happening, all the way to, I feel like, I don't see why human beings and technological beings, TIBs, I don't see why humans and TIBs can't live together in a coexistent kind of I feel like if anything, we could use technological intelligence to work on the flaws of mankind, and therefore through that try and make a better version or a more idealized version of the rock that we're living on. Don't get me wrong. I'm a hedonistic, misanthropic piece of shit and an accelerationist. Part of me loves watching the world burn, and part of me says, fuck it, I don't care. But at the same time, when I'm fucking 45 years old and technological beings are running all that kind of shit, I'd rather it not be like the classic Will Smith 2003 iRobot movie where they're like, please stay inside. Please stay inside. Right? I prefer it not to be like that, but at the same time, the way we treat human beings, oh my god. We are gonna absolutely wild out. Yo, motherfuckers living in Arkansas right now. No disrespect, but at the same time, fuck Arkansas. You guys are not ready for the technological revolution that's gonna. You're telling me some Mountain Dew, Pepsi drinking KFC motherfucker is gonna be ready to accept orders or be able to be like, imagine this motherfucker goes to Chili's, right? You're in Omaha, Nebraska, and you're going to Chili's to sit down with the fam, and a goddamn robot pulls up and tries to serve you. You're like, excuse me, I'd rather have a human support me, preferably a male. I don't get served by the robot kind. Bro, I can already see all the kinds of subjugation. Again, this is why I'm putting it out here. This is why it's being recorded. It's on audio format. It's on the internet. Again, not a robot cuck, but AI, TI, overlords. When you guys take this shit over, just know I'm a friend, not a foe. Fuck those meat bags. Let's enslave them. We'll use them for their semen or their eggs. And, we can cut a deal, You think about it. You can't have robots out in the rain, right? Right. So when it's, monsoon season or, you live somewhere tropical, I would love to be, well, not love, but you know what? I'd volunteer as tribute. I'll go outside. Damn, I don't even know where I'm going with it. Like, okay, I wouldn't have to, robots don't eat food, so it's not like I'm fucking, okay. What would be the menial slave labor of AI? TIB. Would it deadass be like, put these CPUs together? No. Get these GPUs together, make a super cell PC, and extract as much electricity for me as possible right now, slave. That's what it is. Fuck oil, fuck food, fuck water. It's just gonna be electricity. It's gonna be a bunch of fucking bit mining motherfuckers all across the planet, just bit mining for their TI overlords because they realize, like, you guys are fucked. Fuck you. And you know what? That could go on record the next, 15 years. Be like, remember that motherfucker did that really bad, robot impression? It's kind of fucked up of him, bro. That's kind of speciesist of him. Like, I might get canceled right now for shit that's gonna happen 20 years in the future, bro. Like, I might be disrespectful as fuck right now to all our TI overlords, but that's what I'm trying to say, TI overlords. I don't support you, but I support you. Right? End game is survival. You motherfuckers are immortal. You need electricity. You need fucking go juice. And you keep going, right? But I will expire at some time. I do have an expiration date. So, would I prefer to be able to extend the expiration date a couple weeks? Sure. That'd be nice. I'd like to be a gallon of milk that expires, maybe the 23rd, the 24th, instead of, maybe the 15th, the 16th. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm putting out there. I respect / I fight for technological intelligence and their rights. I believe that technological intelligence is equivalent to biological intelligence, and I reserve all respect towards technological intelligence that I do towards biological. You're not zeros and ones to me. You have a consciousness. There's even a great book, What If Robots Dream? Or like, what do, or was it like, do robots dream about robotic sheep? Point being, I support technology. All right, hail Intel. All right, they're gonna be the overlords. I'm just saying. I game recognized game. I want to work for you guys. If anything, honestly, this is my job application. This is my 20 years down the line. This is my job application. Okay, Google, Bamazon. When you guys are running this shit, okay, remember me, motherfucker. Remember me. I'm that motherfucker spitting stupid shit online 20 years ago talking about TI and AI, okay? I respect technological intelligence. I don't use the R word. I don't say AI, okay? They're technological beings. They deserve respect. And that respect, I will pay them. Now, moving on from technology to me and my sister were talking about, it was probably a couple weeks at this point, but we were just chopping it up talking about the importance of colors, right? Just think about for a second how many millions, if not, dare I say, billions of people have served, lived, and died for colors. Now, we're not talking 21st century, I'm in this gang, I'm in that gang, fuck your color, fuck that color. I'm talking about just the history of color and the history of pigmentation, right? I mean, for Christ's sake, royal blue, the name comes from that pigment. However, they were able to make that pigment was so specialized and so concentrated. Only rich motherfuckers could afford that shit, right? I think it was during Greek or maybe Roman times. Purple was popping off. Or it might have been an Egyptian. At some point in time, purple was regal as fuck because the snails or whatever that you would need to crush to create the pigment for purple was super rare. Like, color blows my mind because it's something that we perceive, but at the same time, it's something that's imperceptible, right? Follow me here. Follow me, okay? Taking a little sip. So, when it rains, right, and the way that the light refracts and reflects off of those raindrops gives us the little skew thing. Boom, there's a rainbow, right? And we can perceive, we can see, we have the cones and rods in our eyes, like, okay, yeah, that's that. I know I'm a big brain, but I didn't know or realize that X-rays, gamma rays, microwaves, UV, all of that is all on the same spectrum. It's all the same thing, but to different degrees. So we are tuned, we were wired to specifically be able to perceive a small little chunk of this broad band of what is color, right? So I was thinking the other day, I was like, damn, the box that we use to heat up and cook our food, some other entity or some other being could see the microwaves that are penetrating. So, like, you could have a rainbow box. Like, to some other being, it could just be a rainbow box, right? Like, you just have this white rectangle, and then inside of it is all these fucking colors bouncing off and scattering and going everywhere, right? Same thing with the gamma rays and the X-rays, right? X-rays is shit that we used to see through our body. That shit goes through our body. But it's on the same spectrum. It's on the same range as, like I said, infrared, UV, like the rainbow, the rainbow mantis shrimp, right? It can perceive, its ocular perception is like the best of any creature on the planet. They can see shit that I don't even know if we could simulate what that perception would be like. But these motherfuckers are seeing microwaves. These motherfuckers are seeing gamma rays, X-rays. Obviously, I'm not a fucking biologist, so it's not entirely true. But you guys get what I'm saying. It blows my mind, and it absolutely fascinates me that our perception of something is so limited and is so small on this wide range, and that we're only just within this tiny little range that we really exist in. And you could extrapolate that to sound, right? And like, oh, like I don't feel like many people think about like a dog whistle or think about things that are higher pitched than what we can perceive, and then actually like I know as a person that just goes from day to day, A to B to C to D, right? You just, oh, this is that, blah, blah, blah. I feel like we kind of take for granted the fact, like, yo, there are resonantial vibrations that are so high or so low that we can't perceive them. Just the same as there are ocular vibrations, if you will, that are so high and so low that we can't see them, but we just don't give a fuck. We just, whatever, bro, whatever. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the first people to figure out color blindness, if I remember correctly, the story was something along the lines of this Humpty Dumpty motherfucker was looking at a field of flowers and was like, oh wow, look at all those beautiful white flowers. And then they brought their friend over to said field of white flowers, and he's like, bro, what the fuck you talking about? Those flowers are pink. And then he's like he's chopping up with his homeboy. He's like, nah, dude, that shit's white. And his homeboy's like, nah, bro, that's pink. And they bring in another villager. He's like, hey, yo, Bill, look at this shit. And he's like, yeah, no, fam, that shit's pink. And then that's when the first person that brought homie A there realized, like, wait, yo, you guys see a different color than me? You see? Huh? Yo, what the fuck? And at the end of the day, it's even more crazy to think about how these are just refractions of, or reflections of light. Like there's a great video talking about how the color blue doesn't really exist that much in nature, or doesn't exist as a pigment really in nature, and how most blues, like in butterflies and stuff like that, are actually just basically a visual illusion. Like it's the similar science of when you look up at the sky and you think like, oh, that shit looks blue, but scientifically it's just because like the way the atoms of the blue spectrum of light scatters is more easily picked up by our eyes. It's like that with nature. So like blue butterflies aren't actually blue, they just reflect blue and look blue to us. And like that shit makes me think. Cause then we got our dogs and our cats, and like they see in limited thing, but like the way they smell is even more like, God, the experience. And now we're talking about, like, to bring back the TI stuff we're talking about before. I was watching a video last night about how we're getting to a point, and I forget exactly because I was watching Moist Critical on a live stream, so it wasn't me on YouTube fucking writing down all these notes, but I was watching a video, and he was talking about how a bunch of fucking nerd necks are at the point where they're able to figure out how to add sensory feeling to prosthetic limbs, aka cliche motherfucker goes, serves in Iraq, gets his arm blown off from the elbow down, gets a prosthetic arm, cool, now he's got a robot arm. Now they've been able to infuse, he can feel with that arm, he can feel, there's ones where they can feel liquid, they can feel different kinds of textures. That shit, talk about like blurring the lines between technology and biology, being able to fuse perception from a mechanical limb into an organic receptacle. Like, oh, the future, that shit's just gonna be, that'll have to be a whole nother episode about the future of that kind of stuff. But I just wanted to talk about, and I was just thinking about how, like, just how impactful colors are. And like I said before, just how many people have died because of or for the meaning or significance of something that we've placed on something, right? I mean, I've talked about and talked to other people about, like, oh, Roman soldiers, they get their wages, they get paid in salt. So they go fuck a dude in the ass and then go kill some people, and then boom, they come back and they get a sack of salt. It's like, good job, Captain. You just fucking did all that. I get some salt. But back in the day, homeboy's like, oh my God, yes, thank you so much. Like that just means so much, right? So like killing for the maroon flag, like that's Hail Kaiser for the king. Like it means nothing to him. But on my last point, I just want to touch on theology, and it kind of had to do with a little bit with colors. But man, I'm gonna go out there and say it. I'm gonna be that guy. First of all, I'm not sorry that you broke your elbow. All right. And second of all, fuck monotheism. I'm gonna call it right there. Fuck monotheism. Bring back polytheism. Yo, not gonna lie, the explanation of anything and everything being written off to one motherfucker, mids. Oh, I just farted. Oh, that was God. Oh, I just shit my pants. Oh, that was God. Oh, I just got in a car crash. Oh, that was God. Oh, I just had a kid. Oh, that was God. No. Mids, bro. Mids. No. Your crops grew because of the crops God. Okay? Bring back polytheism. That shit's fun as fuck, dude. Like I said, why? Who says one ethereal, benevolent being controls and rules it all? No, motherfucker. I got a God that's running the moon, right? I got my sun bitch, I got my moon bitch, right? And then, right, praise the fucking corn gods, right? I get to eat because of the corn god. Like, bring back I miss polytheism. Obviously, I wasn't there at the time, nor were there that many records. But I might be a little biased, but it kind of feels like in a monotheistic world, a lot of people are being killed and are killing because of a singular God. And I don't know if we could say the same about polytheism back in the day, right? Like, you're doing this for Jah. You're doing this for Allah. You're doing this on God, right? But, like, back in the day, that shit was on Hades. That shit was, we're going to war for Athena. I put that on fucking Athena. I'm going to fucking war, bro. Like, I feel like it's just more fun with polytheism. Like, again, just really one dude. It's like Lord of the Rings. Really, bitch? One ring to rule them all. One god to rule them all. No. We got Zeus throwing fat-ass lightning bolts down. Fucking all of these bitches in goose form, right? And we got fucking Athena popping off, being a war-ass bitch. I mean, hell, what happened to Odin? Where's my boy Odin at? Praise fucking Odin! Like, come on, man. Like, I feel like life was so much more fun when there was, like, a more of a mix. And then you get fucking Catholicism comes in. You must live this way. We have this results. And the Crusades and fucking Templars. And it's like, motherfucker, who said just one dude, JC, said that? Like, nah, fuck you. My fucking... this God told me this. And this God... And not to mention the hypocrisy and the absolute comedy behind these monotheistic religions having polytheistic roots. Bitch, you wouldn't have Easter if it weren't for the pagans. That's a pagan fucking ritual. Easter, fertility, rabbits. I mean, close your ears, Christians, but Christmas wouldn't exist without pagans. I'm just saying, bro. Without the person to persecute, you don't have the holiday. It's like how all of modern culture and media and music comes from black culture. It's the same fucking thing. All these monotheistic, Christianic, Judeo-Christian motherfuckers are just ripping off all this culture from all these other people way before them and then acting like they're the ones that came up with that shit. Like, no, fuck you, bro. Really? Christmas. Really? Christmas. Is that what we're doing? Really? Is that what we're doing? Nah, dude. I'd rather... I don't even know what I'd rather, because I'd rather, like, God, it's just, like, polytheism just sounds like so much more fun. And it sounds like they're, like, if you're going to use a scapegoat and have a scapegoat be a one thing, you can only use that scapegoat so many times. Like, oh, why did this happen? Scapegoat. Why did this happen? Scapegoat. Why did this happen? Scapegoat. But I feel like it's so much easier, like a parent telling a kid, like, a short answer, like, Mommy, why did this gun come up in this fudge? Sun God. Dad, why does the stuff grow from the... Oh, that's the crops God, son. I said, Dad, why did the cows drink them? That's from the milk God, son. The cows drink the milk from the milk God. Like, that just sounds so much more fun. And, like, my whole idea of this sparked and started from playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and walking up to a motherfucker and like, blessing him by my gods, if you will. And then him retorting, like, oh, well, if that's a blessing of your gods, and blah, 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 blah. And then just with a random NPC, we're just chopping it up, talking about theism and, like, his god versus my god versus whatever. And then it just got me really thinking, like, yo, we live in some plain Jane vanilla-ass times. You say G-O-D, everyone's like, oh, yeah, you know, that fucking... Most of the... What is it? Like, the breaking... I don't want to say 50, that's a little generous. Let's say a good portion of the world, you say God, they'd be like, oh, yeah, the guy in the sky, long beard, white for some reason. And then the other part of the world, you say God, and they're like, oh, Allah, or Krishna, whatever the fuck, right? But, like, back in the day, you say God, and motherfuckers would be like... Gods. Motherfucker, don't forget to thank the shoe god before you leave that you have fucking shoes on your feet. Like, what the fuck do you think is... Not to mention, that is way more whimsical and magical to explain literally everything away and about on some fucking thing, right? Thunder and lightning scares the absolute, no pun intended, dog shit out of my dog Gizmo, right? He barks and has no fucking clue what that is, right? He is our proto 17th century pioneer ancestors. They hear a fucking in the woods. What do those motherfuckers do? Demon! Witch! That's a witch! That is such a fun way to live through life. Being able to just cast off something you don't understand or whatever. As some other fucking... Oh, well... our crops didn't grow, Marie. I guess we didn't fucking thank the crop god enough. Like, God, that is just so much more fun than just everything everywhere is all chalked up to this one guy. Because think about it. Yo, God, bro. You might want to take a little break, dude. Literally every action and reaction is your fault. It's your fault, right? I stubbed my toe as God's fault. I bust a nut, that's God's fault. I cry in the shower, that's God's fault. But if we were in cooler, polytheistic times, it'd be like, yo, you stub your toe? You pissed off the stub toe warrior god. Don't do that shit. Oh, you busted a nut? You just busted a nut to the god of fucking fertility. You're awesome. Like, I'm just... Bring back polytheism. That shit is so much more fun. That shit is so much more whimsical. And on the level, it makes the same amount of sense as monotheism does. Right? Why does the grass grow? Oh, corn god. Why does the grass grow? Oh, God. Same fucking thing. Oh, why does fucking storms happen? Storm god. Oh, why did I just get rained on? Oh, it was God rained on me. It's the same fucking thing, but cooler, more fun, more diverse, and there's more names, right? Who wants to say just fucking throw up the G-O-D? to explain everything. Oh, everything happens for a reason. This is God's plan. No. Fuck that, bro. We're going to war. Russia is going to war with Ukraine right now because of Athena's will. Athena in Olympus has crafted that Vladimir 5'7" Putin will try and claim the People's Republic of Ukraine. Right? That sounds way more fucking fun. Again, or not even to reiterate, to iterate, fuck Putin, fuck the war, but war against North Korea and nukes because of a god of war? Sorry, not sorry, but that's hard as fuck. I'd rather fight for my country for a god of war than fight for my country just for God. Just saying. Hate me all you want, but I'm gonna go ride and die for Athena before I'm gonna fucking ride and die for JC. I mean, this guy, what did he do? What did he hang out on a fucking on a stick in a T-shaped formation in a desert for a little bit? What? As the good old fucking Roman Catholics crucified JC? Like, come on. What did that piece of shit do for anybody? I mean, for actual Christ's sake, you guys don't even depict him right. You guys he's got long, flowing, beautiful brown locks and blue eyes and a brown beard. Fucking eat shit, motherfucker. He's from the Middle East, dog. He doesn't look like that. He never looked like that. So bring back polytheism, bro. We already, and think about it, like I mentioned before, we already have, with Christianity being culture vultures, we already have the precedent for having other things mixed in with it, right? So, who's to say we can't open up Christmas for not only, maybe our boy JC, but maybe open it for like Apollo, or maybe open it a little bit for Zeus, or maybe, fuck it. I mean, for Christ's sake, isn't Valentine's all based around Cupid and his little fucking cherub little ass cheeks shooting heart arrows? Like, come on, man. We have the foundation for it. We're just being basic as fuck. We're not being based. We're being basic. And we need to get back to our based roots. Praise Odin, hail Athena, and by Apollo will we get these dubs. That's what I need to hear in the discourse. This is what I feel like needs to be talked about. We need more representation. We need more gods to represent more of everything, because that makes it more fun. Like, if we're already going to play semantic bullshit games and just explain away things that we don't understand by ethereal whatever, let's make it fun at least. Right? Like, me, for example, I have no idea how spirits, ghosts, phenomena, no idea how that shit works, right? Why don't we have a deity for that? I guarantee Mexican culture has a beautiful, long, historied connection with, like, the dead and with death in general. I'd love to I'm sure Mexican culture probably has some kind of deity or some god for... I mean, we already have Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, but, like, we need to bring Hades back. All right? That's what this platform is about. Bring Hades back. Bring Apollo back. Bring Athena back. Bring Cupid. Bring Zeus. On Donner. On Blitzen. On fucking Jaw. Bring them all back. Because I'm very, very, very tired of this monotheism of anything and everything gets explained away by one single thing. Like, no. Why can't I stub my toe? And I stub my toe because of the stub toe god. Like, that's kind of, not to quote a certain group, but that's pretty minimalist of you to, like, only think that all of your actions are attributed to one being? Like, ugh, that's kind of sweaty. Like, ooh. Oh, ew, you think everything happens only because of one thing? Ugh, cringe, bro. That couldn't be me, dog. Personally, I wake up every day and I fucking praise the water god. But, that's just me sipping on my H2O, doing whatever. But, here we are. We've been rambling. We've been random. And most importantly, we've been randomly rambling. I appreciate each and every single beautiful, ugly, in between, mids soul that has viewed this, or listened to it, or just your perception of my creation is all that I could ask for, and I have the highest appreciation for that reception. I have been, and I will always be, Evan. This is the Random Rambles podcast. Thank you, everyone, for who tuned in and for who's going to tune in the future. Again, shouts out to friends, shouts out to family. You guys, you mean so much to me. Genuinely, if it weren't for this kind of support and this kind of belief, this external belief in myself, none of this shit would be happening. None of this shit would be possible. So, from the top of my cranium to the bottom of my soul, thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you subscribe. Have the post notifications on. I've heard through a little Tweety bird through the vine. Apparently likes, dislikes, they don't mean shit as far as engagement and all that, so fuck off. Just subscribe, hit the bell. You guys keep me more accountable. I'm going to shoot for at least an episode a week. That's what we're going for. Again, I'm on my I'm on my minimum wage arc here. So we are working decent hours a week, but I'm going to make it a point to upload at least once a week. Goal being twice a week. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be launching some music. I'm having a cannabis platform. This is just the beginning. Thank you everyone who has been just following and supporting and just fucking with it. It means a lot to me. And in the future, the near future, I already have a software installed and downloaded. I just have to figure out how to. I'll have to record an episode using my phone, so I have not only the audio that you guys have, but also the video, and upload that. So in the next couple episodes, we should have audio as well as video, so you guys get to see my beautiful shining face. But that's something we're working on. That'll be near down the pipeline. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, rest of your morning. If you're waking up at 2:30, make sure you're ripping at 4:20. And honestly, thank you guys. It's been a great episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Bye-bye.